Apaga la música, prende tu voz. Esto es Acapella, the podcast hosted by DJ Friqueao and friends.
The crew that I was with, this was, with Al Pizarro. Al Pizarro. So, that's VIP record pool. And from there, I seen everything was going a little bit down when it comes into the music business. And I said, okay, this is not going to be happening for the rest of the next 10 years. So we got to wait to see what happens. So yeah, I've been working all this time. I produced this artist called TNT. He was a rapper. He's the one who comes out in la película de Vico C.
Yeah.
He's an artist. He's a movie. He's an actor right now, but he's still doing hip hop. I'll tell you later on what I am doing now in the end of the conversation. But at that time, it was really into the studios. I was not doing no hot mixes. I was doing nothing. And the concerts, really I call it party concerts because I was not doing my actual gigs in clubs. I was not doing them in clubs. I was doing in a small stadium. Not a stadium. Adentro de un centro comunal, or the biggest ones was really in the Coliseo Roberto Clemente. My first freestyle concert was 1988. I put 6,000 people in the Coliseo Roberto Clemente. That was the first time. And I think that was the only time that happened. It was weird. And what else I was doing in recording studios? I was actually an engineer for the recording studio called Crescendo. Cuco Peña, I don't know if you heard that name. Cuco Peña?
Cuco Peña. Doesn't sound familiar.
Very, very, very big. He did some song, la canción de Corta Corriente de Mark. And hizo esa canción. Cuando él dice, ataca Cuco, that's Cuco Peña. And we did a couple of things for his wife called Luna. I was into the remixes. That was only into the studios until 1994, 95. That's when everything was just like, okay, what's gonna happen? 1995, that's when they called me from New York City, a good friend of ours, and I gotta give him a big thank you. The Azafra Records, Alex, that Johnny from Marathi talked to you about.
Alex from Azafra Records, yeah.
Yeah, that he gave me 10 songs that I never heard. And I said, oh God, all right, let me see this. Then I told him, look, get me Junior Gonzalez, get me this guy. And that song, Jive Boy, forget it. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know if the song, if you guys are goofing around on the lyrics or anything, but I need that guy to come down to do extra vocals because I don't understand. It says, the Batman. I said, he's talking about Batman and Robin? I didn't know what the heck the guy was talking about, honestly, until they explained to me and they said, look, no, that song is de un grupo Africando. I said, oh, really? Tell me more about it. I want that guy to come in and to do the vocals, some vocals. And you know how they answer me? Okay, well, we got to find out where he's at because, if you want to talk to him 7 feet underground, I said, what? And then they explained to me the story of how Jive Boy came to New York and is exactly what Johnny from Marathi did. The guy, he licensed that song.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause you for a second because we got disconnected from Instagram. So
okay,
how that hour and whatever, we gotta go back on it. So let me just go back on it because this is a good. I don't wanna do a disservice to the Instagram people, and not tell the story because they've been asking for it and they were like, yo, talk about the Jive Boy remixes. And I'm like, hold on, bro, chill. Like we're getting there.
Okay. When you do that, I'll put everything on my Facebook too, because a lot of people saying, where was I? And I was just paying more attention for you, you know?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
public.
Yeah, we're back on IG now. Because you know, AG only gives us an hour, and we got
really?
and we
how
got
many hours we already did?
we know I re-logged in a couple. That's why if you see me looking away from the screen, that's what I'm re-logging in, because it's a pain in the ass with this IG shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, but now we're back. We're back now.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me just 1 second, and now just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm putting this stuff in because I know a lot of people would like to know about Jive Boy.
It's on if you go to the Acapella podcast page.
That's what I am.
Let me see.
Ya estamos en Acapella page.
And then you can move it from there.
Got it. I got it, and it's done, my brother.
Yeah, because we definitely spoken about a lot of history, and people definitely want to talk about it. So if you guys just reconnecting from Instagram, you know what it is, you know the hour, you know what happens. So welcome back. If you're just connecting with us right now, we're talking to DJ Baron Lopez, and we've gone from Baron doing some freestyle stuff, him not even knowing what the hell salsa was, him doing hot mixes for XC in Puerto Rico, starting to DJ around the clubs, then finally Tito Rojas. Was Tito Rojas, Tito Gomez, right? Who was it? It was
Tito Rojas, yeah.
Tito Rojas gave you the opportunity to say, I'm going to sing over this acapella. I'm going to sing over this record, and you're going to do the claps, you're going to overdub the record, and now here comes Tony Moreno, and of MP tells you, hey, we're going to give you the whole album to remix, and that's when you were like, what the fuck? Like
exactly. Like, wow. I felt it that I was like this guy, what's his name? Tom Moulton.
Yeah.
I felt that I was like the Tom Moulton of salsa, because he was the creator of making the sound bigger and a 12-inch and all that stuff. Yeah. And he was the first one to do a remix on dance music. So I could be happy to say thank you for the public. Thanks to all the DJs, including you, that freak out that there's one thing about you that I really, I appreciate, and I give you blessings. You always come out with the truth, man. Always. Always you do, bro. And, hay poca gente que no acepte la verdad. Eso lo
That's not how it is, man.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so let's keep going, because, this is getting juicy. I got the popcorn flowing.
Don't worry. I'm waiting for the juicy.
Okay. So, when you asked, who was it that you asked for the 10 records to give you 10 records, and then you heard all the stuff in there.
Okay, when Alex from Asafra called me, he says, "Yo, I want to do this album called Salsa USA, and I got 10 songs that I would like to remix. Can we mix it?" I said, "Well, which songs are they?" He told me these songs, and I said, "Oh God, these songs, I don't know. They never went big in Puerto Rico. They never been big in Puerto Rico at all."
Yeah.
But when they told me names, I said, "Wow, Junior Gonzalez, the one that I always use from the Fania that goes, mi negro, mi, es un varón. That guy, I'm going to work with him?"
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Honestly, I was not sure. I got a story with him, but that's later.
Right.
So when
records, yeah, you heard these records.
Yeah.
You hear the Jive Boy record.
Yeah, and I was laughing because I thought it was una parodia, or I thought it was something to goof around with, right? Because remember, I don't know that song from my mother. I don't know. Then they explained to me, and when I said, "Look, get everybody that is on this record because I want to do extra vocals." Well, and I said, "How about that song, the Jive Boy? Because I want to know if they talk about Batman, because it goes, the Batman." I don't know what the heck are they talking about. They're talking African. I know that afterwards.
Yeah.
And then when they tell me, "Well, if you need to get vocals, you need to talk to him 7 feet underground."
Also, the guy was dead.
Yeah, the major singer who sang that song, he wasn't with us. I said to me, "Oh shit."
Let's play a little bit of that record. I mean, I have it here. I found it on YouTube. This is the original song, right?
That's the original.
This is an amazing record, though, man.
Oh, very.
All right, so you heard this song and you were like, "Yo,
no, I didn't. So what the heck? I'm gonna be remixing."
So did you like the record?
To be honest, the truth, I didn't understand it.
Okay.
But the music, but they had that swing. I said, "Oh no, this is a bad song. I should just take out the vocals and leave it." But no. When I went over there and they told me the whole story about this, I said, "Holy shit!" And then when we went out to have lunch, Alex and he explained to me the story about that song going #1 in New York City just because of that version. Tumbó a Mark Anthony, tumbó a todo que estaba en la Mega 97.3. I said, wow.
Wow.
Thanks to who? To our brother and soul brother, Mr. Johnny from Marathi.
Because Johnny se cogió con el tema.
Sí,
and he just said, "Fuck it, let me just keep playing this record."
Exactly. Johnny has a great ear to pick up great records. I have to say that. He has it. So what happened was that when they told me that, and I said, okay. First, because I'm a very spiritual person. I'm very spiritual. And I was saying to myself, I hope that I do the right job to this song, porque no, el tipo se me va a coger por la pierna y me voy a joder. That's the only thing I said.
Yeah.
So, first, before I play, I got the tape and we put it on the reel to reel. Before I started to play it, I gave them my respect. Hice una oración. And I said, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't got no extra vocals or nothing like that. So we put up the tape, and then that piano that you hear on my remix is a clean new piano.
Brand new.
Brand new. Who played it? Sergio George.
Wow.
Sergio George played the piano again because he is the original guy who played in Jive Boy.
Wow, I did not know that.
If you see it, you'll see it on the.
I got a little bit of it. Let me see. I hope I found the right one. Let me see. Says Baron Lopez remix here. Let me see if let me unmute.
I have it ready here in case if you want it.
If you are just connecting on Instagram, this is Baron Lopez, el creador de esta remezcla. All the DJs that are connected right now. This is the legendary Baron Lopez, the guy who made this remix. Let's appreciate this for a second, bro. Let's appreciate it. This is Sergio George right here on the piano.
Yes.
Wow. This is a legendary record, bro. This is, oye, cuando tú piensas en I got goosebumps, bro. Like when you think of this record, this is New York, bro. Like,
yes.
Like this was such a New York sound. Even though it was, I don't know where it was recorded, but it was such a New York thing. Like it was a staple in New York City. This record.
It was recorded. Part of it was in, if I'm correct, it was in there was a famous studio that RMM used to use a lot in Sergio back in the days, if I'm correct. I mean, I don't got the actual credit with me, and it's a long time I don't see the cover to those, to that CD. But they recorded it, part of it in New York, and I think part of it in London.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Johnny was saying that he had to go back to the guy and they're like, I need to find this record. And and you know, he called the guy and And then the guy told him go fuck himself, and then some guy went and licensed it, and then it had to.
Yeah, Alex is the one.
Oh, stop! Right, that's what Johnny was saying. And then it ended up in Máscara Salsera.
Exactly. That was the first album. That was the first album. And then Alex was saying, "Yo, I would like you to remix all these songs." I said, "Okay." And when I got to Jive Boy, I said, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make it más con swing. Eso tiene swing, pero voy a meter más swing."
Yeah.
I changed the keyboard. I mean the piano. That was all Sergio. Then I told Sergio, because to you to know, all that remix that I did, it was in Sergio George's studio on 13th Street, if I'm correct. It was on 13th Street when he had his studio when he did DOG first album. Okay? So, and that was another thing. I remixed DOG No Morirá in there too. So that was after. But going back to Jive Boy. Jive Boy was that I said, get me an ASR 10 sampler. Okay. And then on the song, I said, take out the vocals, and I'm putting, you know, I'm doing what the American music does to remixes, doing dub versions and everything like that. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, I was playing the sampling around, you know, I was playing so much that is not on the song. And Sergio is my witness.
Yeah.
And the engineer.
Yeah.
When I played the sampling and everything, you know, I was like, we was really hearing it so loud that I say in a club, my God, I can imagine. And then one part that I go, and that's almost like to the end of the remix.
Yeah, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can actually find it. Let me see. I think I have it here. I think
that's after. More down.
See if I find it down.
No, I love this part.
Yeah, this part is hot right here.
There he goes.
This is Baron Lopez right here, creator of the Africando remix. Shout out to DJ Africa on the check in Miami.
Here he comes. Now. Woo.
Wow, that was fucking crazy, bro.
Those three hits right there. Bang, 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 bang. That part.
Did you do that? Did you do that in the sampler? That
bam, bam, okay,
this part right here. Yeah, this part right here. This right here. Let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
If you are just connecting right now, pues ya se están conectando la gente en Instagram. If you're connecting, this is legendary. Baron, let me go back, Baron. I want to appreciate this real quick, bro. I'm sorry.
Thank you, bro.
DJ Baron López está hablando con nosotros aquí en Acapela. Wow, bro. Wow. I even heard the panning on my headphones. Like the pan left and right. Yeah. Holy shit, bro. Like this is an amazing work, bro. Good job. Like this is an amazing.
Thank you, man. I mean, I think this is to me, this is one of my babies. I mean, this is my firstborn. This is my firstborn. Because I said, I'm gonna go like New York style, going into do dub versions, this and that, and blah, blah. Nobody was doing it. But you have to do it con respeto. Look at the way I'm saying. Con respeto, not only for the artist, but el salsero and all that stuff. Yeah. Because I'm going to explain something about that song that I got to take it out of my chest. I mean, but to finish what I'm telling you about with the sampler, yes, I did. No, boy. That I did it with the sampler. That part that you hear going, bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
those are edits on Real to Real.
Wow.
No Pro Tools. This was on tape.
Jesus Christ, bro.
No, if you hear the outtakes, you'll say, shit, do a re-edit on this song.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably make another remix to the remix.
Exactly.
With the alternative remixes you got. Yeah.
And nobody heard never in their life the reggaeton mix that I did on this. Then we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But
okay.
reggaeton underground type, that you can really dance to it, 110 beats per minute.
Yeah, ahí está Johnny Famolari diciendo that Barón spent more money in the studio time than he made on that album.
No, but honest the truth. You know what? I only got paid a fee. I did not remember. Let me say something, and that's too. Now that you and Johnny is, Johnny's what he's saying.
Johnny's trolling. Johnny's Johnny.
Johnny is Johnny. But let me say something. When I did those remixes, back in the days, or if you don't mind if I take this time, a little time for about people.
No, bro. Hey, this is your time, bro. Do your this and. I'm recording all this. I'm documenting all this, bro. This is your time, bro. You're gonna be able to play this back later and watch it later. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about what's happening on social media. Don't worry about all that shit. Like,
let me say something.
The purpose of this thing is to document it, put it up on YouTube, and let it live forever. So motherfuckers know when they go back and they play Jive Boy, they're like, "Who the fuck did this record? Like, who did this? How did they do it?"
Yeah,
they can go back and watch that video and get some education, because I think DJs today need education.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I got paid, okay, first let me explain something about a lot of other DJs. Yeah. In the American department, remember, it's two different things when it comes to American and to Latin American. I mean, con lo Latino. Let's put it this way, you get a Whitney, or let's go not to a Whitney. That's super duper a lot of money right there. Let's go to Chinchan Wakahaya, the artist, cualquiera. And they'll call you for a remix in this Atlantic Records or any American big record company. Oh, okay. You will get paid $25,000, $30,000 to $40,000.
Yeah. Just
to do that remix. People do not know is that when you get that $20,000 to $40,000 budget, the remixer has to pay the studio, the engineer. If there's going to be an editor to edit this, to do the 4 versions of the record, that. If you're going to put some keyboard player, violin player, whatever it is, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, you have overhead. You got overhead where you're gonna.
Exactly. So I mean, if you go over budget or whatever, it's okay because you got your team. But when you already got your team and you already say, okay, 3 days for this, 3 days for that, and the rest is all yours.
Yeah.
In the Latin business, it wasn't like that. In the Latin salsa business, you get paid a fee, and that's it.
So there's no like, there wasn't any like, you weren't getting anything if the remix did well publishing. There was none of that.
No, well, when it came to music production, there was a contract. Me as an artist, I was the artist with the artists, but I was not getting publishing.
Okay.
I was getting record sales, and that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. That's beautiful. Asafra was not like that. He paid my hotel. He paid for my food. He paid for the studio. He paid for everything and just gave me a feed.
Yeah.
That I was happy about it because you know what? After that Jive Boy song, I let 3 people come down to hear it. Now, I never met at that time. Johnny knew my name, who was I, but we never met. Yeah. When I brought down 3 people, and 2 people knew that song that was #1 in the radio. Sandra Perez, that she was in the record pool, and I forgot that was another record pool that I was in. She had a Latin record pool, and Victor Vargas, the Wepa man.
Okay.
They knew about the song. They came down, and I showed them the mix, and they say, Baron, this is an anthem. I
It
didn't
is.
believe it.
I
I didn't believe it. They were right. This is an anthem. The song sounds dope, like they played on the radio. But what you just did, you did an anthem. I was like, well, let the people decide.
Bro.
And look.
Bro, I like I said before, bro, I mean, any DJ, even today, I mean, that song gets played even today. You know, any DJ that didn't, oh, man, you know what? Forget DJ. Any club goer, any salsa dancer, anybody who was in a nightclub, in a car, in a summer barbecue, in a picnic, in a beach, bro, if you didn't hear this record, whether it be the original or the remix, which I think I heard the remix a lot more after that.
Yeah. Johnny told me, Naughty told me, Lucho told me, you told me a couple of times, Big Paul told me, a lot of DJs I told me, yo, the minute we throw, bum, bum, ba, let's get into the ball.
Bro,
That's it.
Bro, like this is fucking crazy. Like it's just, this record is, I mean, honestly, like this is one of the best records you've worked on. Like I know you've worked on a lot of shit, and we'll talk about that. But like this is like one of the top joints, like that you know, it's like it's a staple in New York City. And I know we're like spending a lot of time on it, but it is that important. Like it is that important.
Yeah. What the heck he was talking about?
Yeah. I mean, perfect to mix in with another record, like out of an, you know, as an intro, like it's amazing. This is an amazing record, bro. I mean, there's so many parts in this record. Like if we go,
oh, the violins. Oh God.
Yeah. Right here. We're dissecting this song right now. Wow. If you are just joining in, I see a lot of people connecting on Instagram. We're talking to DJ Baron Lopez, master remixer, creator of this remix right here. Jesus Christ, bro. Like, we could just stay right here all night in this song, but let's move on. Let's move on.
Can I say one more thing about, it's not about the song. It's not about the song.
Yeah.
But, with all due respect a todos esos salseros que les voy a hablar así. Miren, yo respeto a ustedes con todo el alma cuando son salseros de la calle y también de what you say, the one who likes to go to Copa and just hear the song like it is.
Yeah, if you're a club goer, just a dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yo quiero respetar a todo eso.
Yeah.
Pero you have to sometimes give a chance, like you did for me, and I appreciate it. I'm saying this, whoever's hearing this, que son salsero, could be a DJ and everything like this. But I want to know is, when I did this, I didn't know where it was going to go. But I did this because I wanted que el salsero goce en esa pista.
Yeah.
And every time when you hear a remix, give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
Porque no es el no, it's not that. Yeah. You're never going to hear that from me.
Yeah.
Never. I mean, I respect other DJs que hacen eso. Okay, fine. But you got to let it, like we all say, you got to let it breathe.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Yeah.
Exactly. And ¿sabe qué? Los salseros te van a respetar más to the DJ. So, de mi parte, I thank you a esos salseros, whichever salsero is, when they hear that song. When they hear that song and they go into the dance floor and they dance, I think, how long is it? 7 minutes and 8 seconds of the song.
It's an amazing song.
I gotta say thank you, because you show me some of the dancers that they play this, they show me that it's not about only the song dura 3 minutos, 4 segundos. No, because the idea is from when you see all these Gran Combo, Eddie Santiago, Tony Vega, when they used to go to the Palladium, and the person who could me puede decir que es verdad is Eddie Batiste, que cuando estos grupos tocan, they don't do the original version, ellos siempre lo hacen más largo live.
Yeah, lo hacen más largo.
Right? And the people doesn't matter when they dancing, they're having a good time. Yeah, they're live, but they're making their own remix version live, long versions.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think it's very important that people should listen to the remix and they'll say, no, eso fue una porquería. No, ¿dónde está esa parte de la trompeta? Para que yo pueda hacer, no, whatever.
Yeah.
Give it a chance.
Yeah.
And you see que va a gozar más la canción cuando van a bailar. And I have to thank those people who did it with Jive Boy. Because Jive Boy was the one that opened the doors for los salseros del baile.
Yeah.
I have to say that. I have to say that.
Thank you. Well, on behalf of the person who like to go out and the person who like to play music, the person who like to enjoy the music, for that amazing product that you put out with the Jive Boy remix, which is
thank you, bro.
Which is again, somebody just commented on here that esa canción Dios vuelta al mundo, and it did.
Wow.
So listen, bro. And this is what this thing is all about, man. Just documenting people's journeys and their body of work. All right.
Gracias, Frikia. Thank you for that, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
Got emotional there. I think I better drink on this.
And we're gonna remember this is the same person that made all those Gran Combo remixes, you did a lot more shit than Jive Boy. So we're gonna definitely continue to move this forward. Thank you to everybody who's commenting on Instagram. Please share the story. The live. Go share it to your friends and have them join this party. We're talking to Baron Lopez. All right. So Jive Boy. Okay. Now that opened the door for you. Now your rate went up. Now you want to call Baron Lopez for a remix. Now it's a problem. Now we have a problem. Now it's like, bueno, ahora manito, tú tienes que llamarte a la manager, llamarte a fulano, porque now you are Baron Lopez, master DJ, remixer, producer,
And let me say something about that. I still did not have no manager at that time.
Wow.
Even not. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people. I have to say, a lot of people they didn't believe in me.
Even after that success.
Exactly.
Even after the Jive Boy remix, they still doubt you?
Yes.
Holy shit, bro.
Yes. And I will say it like this. Combo Records was still doubting me. They would not give me not even the masters.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I got to understand that, in the beginning, I didn't understand. Kid, being hungry, but I don't understand why they cannot, But then I understand. You know how much a reel-to-reel cost with 3 songs?
Yeah.
Just like grabado, on a reel-to-reel, you could record 3 songs. 3 songs, record the band members to come back and record again, paying studio time. I understand they were taking care of their investment.
Yeah.
I have to understand that.
Yeah.
That's why but I said, mira, to honest the truth, Gran Combo was the hardest one for me.
Wow.
Because I wanted to do that since I was in X100.
Okay.
But they didn't let me until this day.
Let's talk about what happened after Jive Boy. So now, what came next? Now you're doing that. Now who's contacting you? Because now, if I'm hearing this record, I'm a record label, I'm an executive. I'm like, whoa, who the fuck is this guy? Like, so who contacted you next that you said yes, and you're like, okay, let's do it. And then what project did you start working on right after Jive Boy?
Right after Jive Boy, I did a merengue project for Prime Records.
Okay.
Hice ¿te recuerdas el truco de Tono Rosario?
Oh, you did that record? Like, I remixed that record?
The remix that I put a lot of songs on top of that truco song, that's me.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I think. Wait, do I have that here?
If you have, I'm sure people. I mean, people are connected here. Shouts to Charlie Casanova on connected here. How you doing, brother? Thank you. Welcome to the podcast. Please share this, guys. Please share the live. Please send this the live to people who you think might appreciate.
El truco. Okay.
El truco. That's the one. Yo no creo en truco. Que yeah.
Yeah. That one. I don't have it here. Oh my God. You got me going, bro. Now you're really gonna get me to take out all these remixes. Yeah. But that one was the last, I did with that. I did La Máquina on that project that I did for Prime. I did La Máquina, Tono Rosario. I did, oh my God. I forgot who oh God. It will come up to my names. It's a long time ago. And that was not a great project for me at all, except the Tono Rosario remix.
Yeah.
Because the rest of it, it was only from 8 songs, 2 songs I used the masters. The rest I needed to do with the CD.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
So you were doing some merengue stuff then. You were,
Yeah, but to under the truth, I gotta, like I said, I did what it was good to hear and to do, but I should have said, yo, get internet. I'm a person that, if I cannot do it, don't make me to do it.
Yeah. Do you feel that your passion was more in the salsa?
To be honest, the truth, yes.
Yeah.
In the Latin music, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like salsa motivated you. Like it motivated you. It was deeply rooted in you because obviously, you're from Puerto Rico. You're being influenced and you're hearing all these records and so yeah, you're definitely your passion would definitely lean towards that. So when you got these merengue songs, you're like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. But you were there. So all right. So what was the next big thing you started working on?
Right there, that's when everything was going down in Puerto Rico. A lot of things. Not that many remixes was happening. And then I moved to New York in 1996. I went first to Chicago to work with, before I went to New York, I went to Chicago to work with a very known DJ producer. His name was, Rico Rosario. No, not Rico Rosario, sorry. So, Rico Pizarro, sorry. Rico Pizarro. He did a lot of records, house music in Chicago. And then I flew down to New York and I started to work with the promoting company first, the promoting company Prestige.
Okay. So you started working, so you came from Puerto Rico and then you started working working directly right with Prestige? You started... because Prestige, they were, they actually, it was a promoting company and they had a lot of DJs, a lot of great DJs, Test Move, Big Paul, Frankie G was there, everything all the time, and others. And they actually, I asked for work. And John was the one who said, sure, why not? I came down and I just, started to work. And the best thing I will say about that, it was that I had the experience of working in too many clubs. In too many clubs at the same time. This is after the Jive Boy remix. This is after you're doing all this work in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And things started to decline in Puerto Rico. You now did you make the decision? You say, I'm leaving?
Yes.
I'm going to New York.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you were rocking in New York. You were pretty well. I mean, everybody probably in the industry knew who you were. So
yeah. Well, remember this: we in the industry, in the Latin industry, before I came to New York, everybody knew me already. Combo Records knew me. Sony knew me when I did, some stuff for Luna, for Cuco Peña, and all that stuff. Everybody already knew me in the Latin industry.
Yeah. So all you needed to do was just get on a plane and come here. Like you were just. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And so, I worked for Prestige, and then Prestige, that's when they opened up Prestigio.
Okay.
But you know, between when I got to work with Prestige and Prestigio, you know, I had the wonderful life of working in all these clubs, the Country Club, Exit. There were so many. The one in Latin Quarter was my baby. You know, yeah. I'll give thanks to John Gungi, Ralph Mercado to believe, so that I could believe that, you know, Ralph Mercado father, because he was the owner.
Yeah.
And, you know, the public that was there, you know, accepting me, even if they gave me a great promotion and everything like that, you know, to do good, you got to be playing good. And you stay in the club if you play good. Yeah. You know, if you don't play good, you won't be in no club at all, period. So I got to give thanks to them on that. And then, you know, I had an experience. It was too much work. It was really too much work, bro. Definitely.
Now you DJing. Now were you just DJing? Were you doing any remix work?
No. Well, in the beginning when I got there, the studio. I think it was like, don't quote on me yet, but if I remember, it was like 3 months, 4 months later when John wanted to do the studio.
Yeah.
And he says, let's do a studio and let's kick some ass. Yeah. I said, okay. So I said, wow, I'm in New York and I'm thinking for myself, like saying, you know what? Maybe on the Latin music, everything could come back hard, or I could remix for other American artists. You know, that was my dream, to go into that. And the honest truth is to make that type of money, que lo hacen los americanos, because the Latin music wasn't like that. Remember, like I said, I mean, it's not from when I started when I was in New York. We're talking about way back since I was in Puerto Rico. The industry was not like la música americana.
Yeah.
You know, even when you get gold records, I think if you remember, when you used to get gold records, the numbers for Latin music is not the same thing with the American music.
Yeah. You got to be like super platinum, triple platinum, diamond, like.
Yeah. So all that. So, you know, I said, you know what, the industry is not going to be what I think it's going to be. So let's do what we got to do. And then in that studio with Prestigio was when I did the remixes, not only for the record company. I did stuff for Cutting Records, for All Our Records, when Jelly Bean. My first mixes for Mega was in the studio. Crazy. The way I was doing it was crazy. Honestly, I didn't have Pro Tools yet. When I was mixing the stuff, you know, sending the stuff to Mega on that, everything was recorded, but the way I was recording it, you know, it's like what Johnny Formerati did with his first remix, mix for the radio. It would take him 5 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours just to do a 20 minutes mix. Yeah. You know? So
all right. So
it was taking me a lot of time. Let's do
a quick recap. So
right.
You came from Puerto Rico, you linked up with Gungi, you started doing a lot of these clubs because he was he had a lot of nightclubs in New York City. You started DJing. Now you weren't really doing doing some remixes then. Now you mentioned started sending stuff to Mega. How did that relationship start? How did you get in New York radio?
Okay, there's a lot of stories involved, and I put everything in order because, you know, I have to give thanks to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I remember.
Let me get the popcorn ready.
Yeah, you know what? Let me be with you on that one. Let me be on this one because this is going to be very interesting. You know? Yeah. But when I was doing mixes for Mega. First, when I was doing Mega, I was already with Prestige, but I was submitting mixes that I gave to J.I. Star on his session. And then I sent some mixes for Paco, que canse en paz. Paco, you know, that he was doing the super mix.
Yeah.
So I submitted some mixes to them.
Okay.
Johnny was still on the radios. Johnny was still on the radio.
Johnny was rocking, and then.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm still that time. I still never met Johnny Formerati. Not yet. It's weird how me and him we met. It's so funny, but it's.
No, we all have. You saw my story how I met Johnny.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Yeah.
And that's when Prestige was doing his promotion with the Latin music and all that stuff. Before Prestigio, I'm talking about Prestige.
Yeah.
And we got John lent me the studio, and I did the mixes from there. And Paco was the first one, and then, if I'm correct, Paco was the first one, and then J.I. Star was the first one.
Yeah.
That did my to let me do my mixes there, and then came Paco, and then finally, okay, they know who I am. But then came the situation. I mean, I don't see a situation. It's that what happened with Johnny and Mega, that he said it on your program.
Yeah.
And then I put one and one together, and I said, you know what, Johnny, what he said, Johnny Formerati, is all true. It's all true. I didn't hear it from Johnny. I heard it, when you hear it from one person, you hear it from another person, and it match up and it says the truth. So Johnny was telling the truth. I gotta say that.
All right. So before we get into that situation, let me get another little popcorn going. Before we get in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I haven't started saying how I got into the Mega Mezcla.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get into that. If you're connected right now, if you are connected right now on Facebook or social media, se está poniendo buena la vaina. Se está. We got in the first hour.
Babe, let me get that cup for the shot. I'm drinking from the bottle. Ahora me estoy poniendo como Johnny Formerati.
Mira, yo estoy aquí versión colombiana hoy. Estoy colombiano hoy.
I'm with the classic Hennessy. Look at the bottle. Look at the bottle. Look at the bottle.
You know what happened? People drink Henny or pelea or resuelve. I mean, that's Brugal, but they say that people who drink Brugal, but we're gonna pop it with the Henny. Pelea or resuelve. So all right, so you come, then you start working for Prestige, and you start now. Obviously, you start meeting people, and you start now giving people mixes. You give them to J.I., you give them to Paco. They start now playing. Now, were they playing your stuff? And like Paco had like a happy hour or something like that. Somebody's commenting on here.
Yes, he had a happy hour. He had it just for like that 1 hour to show the DJs. Those are los DJs invitados. No son los DJs de Mega. Porque the DJs for Mega was Johnny and Nori.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they played it, fine, there's people that now, I'm getting that buzz. I always, in all the clubs that I was playing for Prestige, I was the Latin DJ. I was the Latin. Sometimes I will play some house, and that's it. And then I will just do what I got to do. Now comes that I really found out the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. When we did this about with Paco and J.I., I had the help with John. That's the truth.
You had the what? You had the what?
I had the help from John.
Like he was the catalyst of or the bridge rather, to
saying, yo, J.I., let Baron do a mix. Yo, Paco, let Baron do a mix. He did that.
And because he was who he was in the nightlife game,
exactly.
They had okay, I get it. Okay, so now you started doing those mixes. Johnny started supporting you. Did you still know Johnny at that point?
Johnny, I met him in Latin Quarter when I started playing for the third time and the third week, because I was only playing on Saturdays.
Yeah,
and it was the third week that I played, and I met him. There was an activity before the night.
Yeah. And
I say, oh shit, I'm gonna meet Johnny. We never met. And remember, I had this mentality, and I was wrong. That I would say, oh, how this guy's gonna, how we gonna meet? We're two DJs. He's a DJ from the radio. He does great mixes and salsa and everything like that. And now he's gonna meet me. I hope he doesn't think that I come here to, la mente van a creer, él vino para acá, para esto, para joderme. No, that's not me. That's not me. So, but I was wrong to think like that. Until when I met Johnny, and he goes, "Yo, it's about time we met." I say, and he goes, "Give me 1 second." He was doing his mix back and forward with that CD player that was the hardest CD player to work with on that Denon. And then when he stopped, he goes, "Yo, it's about time I meet you, bro. I always love your ting to go ting to go."
That's Johnny.
That's Johnny. He said then he was, because he was working, he was explaining to me, about the same story about how he started to do this. And he actually said, "Thank you for giving us, that element that we could be mixing salsa to another salsa, just because you brought out the cowbell out there, the people that they like to swing on the drum, on the percussion. Thank you." And I said, "Yo," and I just changed. I said, "Whatever you need from me, you got it, bro." Because the minute he been real, forget it. That is my brother from another mother. It's not compañeros de porque está en radio y yo estoy aquí, yo estoy ahí. No. That's my brother from another mother. I have to say that. I say this right now in front of everybody. And then when I met Johnny, it was like maybe 2 months later that happened whatever happened, and I go into Mega. What happened with Mega is that los dos caballeros, ¿cómo se llama? The director programmer.
Was it Jorge Mier at the time? Was it Jorge?
No. Johnny, I know if Johnny is there, to me diga los dos caballeros.
Yeah.
Los dos
Johnny is, I think he's in there. Yeah, he's in there.
I forgot their names. Oh God.
I have an idea. Let's call Johnny. Let's ask him.
Oh God.
We're gonna call him for a few minutes. Let's call him for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And let's just ask him and say, "Hey, what happened?" Hold on. Let's see if he picks up the phone. I don't know. Let's see if
ladies and gentlemen, you're having the two best salsa radio DJs.
And Johnny, don't be trying to take over the interview, by the way.
Not at all. I didn't bother him.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
So Baron Lopez wants to know what happened when you got fired. Why did he come into Mega? The time that you got fired. I'm sorry. The time that you got suspended. No, was it suspended or fired?
Okay, but first thing I want to say is, listen, if I knew that this was going to be this long, I would have put a pernil in the oven a long time ago. Okay? And it would have been done by now.
Johnny Famolari, ladies and gentlemen.
I could have easily made a pernil and a turkey and then some. Okay? But I think there was Jesus Salas and Julio Vergara.
Yes, Vergara. Yes, Vergara. That's his name.
Right, and just to go back a little bit when it came to Jive Boy, I love the song. The guy who owned the label, which was Alex Omacetra, came to me and told me, "Listen, can you do a remix album with these songs?" So I told him, "Listen, right now I got a lot of work on. Remember, a lot of people don't know I was in charge of production for the 3 stations over at SBS. So I worked there from 9 till 8, 9 o'clock at night." Before even doing anything on the air, before doing any of the mixes, I had that job, which is my number 1 job. So I told him I couldn't do it. I said, "But I got the guy that's perfect for you." I used to listen to a lot of Baron's remixes, and I used to say, "This guy is really, really good at doing remixes, and he's the guy for the job." So he ended up getting in touch with Baron. And the reason why I said that Baron spent more money, because I can remember when Baron started doing the remixes, the guy would come to me, Alex, and he would go, "Coño, este tipo está gastando más dinero en el estudio buscando un pianista, buscando este que toca el violín. Because he has to pay studio time and everything, plus pay for Baron's food, his hotel. I'm not going to make a nickel off of this." Plus he played Baron, I'm not going to say how much he made, but he would give Baron, X amount of money per mix or for the project itself. Okay. But he spent a hell of a lot of money because he's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And he wants to do something different. And you know, anybody could have went through and done that, you know, in a small studio at home. No, he wanted to pick a good studio and bring top quality musicians in.
Yeah. Okay. So
that was something that I always give him respect for that.
All right. So
Thank you, brother.
And Julio Vergara. All right, Johnny, we'll call you back later. We'll call you back. Baron still has some stuff for you, so we'll call you. So,
okay, but are you gonna go start going? And listen, Baron, do me a favor. Have an espresso. Well, I'll let them pass or something like that. Pick it up the pace a little bit, buddy. Pick up the pace.
All right.
Yo, you know I don't do that, bro.
Listen, I love you guys. And I listen, definitely, I got some funny Baron stories that I would love to share with you guys.
No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. The popcorn. Listen,
right now.
The bowl is still full.
I got a pair of Paco panties right here in my hand that I was gonna put on if we go live. All right, and just show you guys that I still got them. I was gonna use it like a face mask. But I just want you guys to know that are listening.
All right.
Baron Lopez for me was a big inspiration, and he may have been one of the best Latin remixers in the game.
Facts.
And I'm so glad that I got to meet him because you don't know how they used to shit on me with Baron. They used to come, all the jocks that were there, as far as like Junior Hernandez, Luis Jimenez, Jorge Mier, all of them would tell me, yo, you ain't nothing. That remix that you're doing is nothing. That's garbage. Baron mixes with 17 turntables, 5 CD players, and he got a batido going. And the thing because they would make fun of me. I was like, who is this legend? Who is this guy? Like, he was, to me, they used to build it up bigger in life. They would shit on me and use Baron all the time. So I had no choice. I wanted to be better than Baron. And you know what? To this day, I got to say, Baron is definitely a better DJ than I am. Pero en hablando, es una mierda. That's all I got to say.
Eso es verdad. Eso es la verdad. Yo hablo como macho camacho. Recuérdate, cabrón.
A lo foque. All right, Johnny.
Take an espresso, Baron.
Dale, espresso. Let's go. All right, we're gonna speed it up. All right.
We'll talk later on, Papa. Thank you, bro.
All right, bro. That was Johnny Famolari. All right, so
definitely. It's all true what he said, bro. I mean, he was the one who's gonna be doing that, but then, you know, he was doing all this work and everything, and then he said, "Give it to him." And
yeah, no,
I gotta give him that for that.
And listen, man, sometimes you have to do that. You have to recognize who the best person for the job is, because you know, obviously you have to know your limitations. You know, you have to know, or you have to know your workload. You have to know how busy you are.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love him. I love him to death, bro. Johnny, I love you, bro. Definitely. Let's keep on.
All right, so now Johnny's out. You're in. Let's just get there. He's out. You're in.
I got there because, like, these two promoters, I was not the promoters, the director programmers. Exactly. They were asking who the heck could be the next Mega Mezcla, who does mixes and everything like that. The first one that told my name to them was Alex from Asafra Records. The one who put up, remember, he was going there every single day. He's a promoter. I mean, this is before Prestigio came in. It was starting to come in.
Yeah.
But who gave them my name first was Alex.
The guy who owned the label that had the Jive Boy licensed record.
Yeah, he never said nothing. I mean, I could have been in Puerto Rico. And he would say, Baron Lopez would be the one, you know?
Yeah.
And then they found out who I worked with, you know, with Prestige and everything went through, thanks to Gungi too, that he put his
seal of approval.
You know, yeah, exactly. And that's it, you know, because, you know, and when it comes into the salsa music and everything like that, when you do a remix, nobody should tell you what to do if you already know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know? So that what happened, and then I started to be one of the Mega Mezclas and everything like that. And I was there for...
So you were doing... So you were doing La Mega Mezcla. Now you were doing the mixes. You were coming in at 12 or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And you were doing the stuff live. You were doing... Because I remember listening to you during those times. And, you know, you were doing... Now this is Baron Lopez remixer live. Like now, holy shit, I'm gonna get like a whole hour of remixes. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I think that was the expectation for a lot of people, you know. Right. And like, holy shit, Baron Lopez, it was like a high standard. Like, coño, Baron Lopez, ahora vamos a oír mezcla aquí vamos a oír edits and all the good shit. And, you know, right. So what was that? What was your life at Mega like?
Mega was a family, bro, with me. you know. And I know if Johnny was there too, and Naughty was there, and if I was there, that was a family.
Okay.
That was a family, bro. Really, you know. Polito Vega was there. I know Polito Vega since I was 5 years old. Nobody know that. I got pictures with him when I was 5 years old with him.
Yeah.
You know, Paco Navarro. I knew Paco officially more closer when he was in Mega. But on my documentary that I do give him my respects to him, when I was 5 years old, but I'm not going to go back. But just put it this way.
Yeah.
I have a picture with him being an MC in El Happy Hill Casino in Manhattan when I used to be El Sandrito de America.